All right. Peace and blessings, everybody. This is my fourth or fifth vlog. I decided to try to do one at least, if not every night, maybe twice a week or something, and upload my personal thoughts and feelings and just everything in a nutshell. When I was talking about the world as we know it, I was saying that there's just so much going on right now that this negative energy is affecting everybody, even your personal life. I'm a firm believer in the metaphysical world. I'm a firm believer that we are battling a spiritual warfare, or I should say we are currently in a battle. It's getting worse, I think. As time moves on, chaos gets worse. I work for pandemic unemployment assistance, and I'm a supervisor. And this Saturday ends pandemic unemployment as well as regular unemployment. And a lot of my agents would, if they have questions, they would put questions in the chat, because I work from home, and I would assist with the question. They get a call from a claimant. They don't know how to proceed with the inquiry, so they reach out to the chat and get support, or assistance, I should say. What we had to do was implement a suicide hotline for crisis calls. It's gotten to the point that people are literally saying that if they don't get their money, what they're going to do to not only themselves but to family members, to people that work with us. And we have to, fill out an incident report every time there's a crisis call. This Saturday ends the last week of unemployment. Not to mention the eviction moratorium ends as well, meaning that landlords now have a right to file file a suit against their tenants for non-payment of rent. And people are getting evicted left and right. Not only that, you cut off people's unemployment. Even though the country is trying to get back to what they call some form of normalcy, I'm not a Debbie Downer, as people say. I'm not a pessimistic individual. I'm always projecting positive energy. Anybody that knows me, they would know that everything I think about, speak upon, write about, whatever, it's all love, positive energy, tranquility, etc. So I don't have a pessimistic attitude, but at the same time, I'm seeing from behind the scenes what's really going on. It's over. I really don't like to say it like that, but it is. It's over. And what I mean by it's over, again, going back to my previous vlogs and videos, the world as we know it is over. We all have 100 years on this earth, and what we've seen thus far, there is no way things are going to get back to what we call, or what they call, normal. To a certain group of people, it was never normal. Majority of the people that call in that threaten themselves and their families and my agents and the company I work for, they're of the Caucasian persuasion. Majority of them say, I've never had to rely on government assistance for help. They've always worked. This is the first time they've ever filed for unemployment or pandemic unemployment. And when I worked for pandemic unemployment, that was implemented for people that are self-contracted or gig workers, those that do not have a W-2, meaning they work for a separate entity as opposed to working for themselves. They cannot retrieve funds or unemployment from their business because they're out of work. Unemployment is for people who work for separate companies and can retrieve unemployment from said company. This is the reason why companies pay unemployment taxes, to pay off their employers for situations like what we're going through currently. This whole ordeal is not only affecting the claimants, it's affecting everyone on a global scale. My demeanor is not like it was before. I meditate all the time. I'm watching what I eat. I drink plenty of water. I don't drink soda, or I don't consume a lot of meat. And when I do, it's normally fish or chicken. I don't eat beef or pork. I don't, especially pork. I try to eat right. Of course, I'm gonna indulge sometimes. Okay, so I love my chips and cookies, but that's not it. It's not all the time. Every so often I might have a cookie or a chip. But anyway, that's beside the point. My whole point is this: my energy's off. I'm feeling the effect of my parents transitioning. Like my whole family is gone except for my kids and I. That's it. No aunties, no uncles, nothing. And that's starting. It's been 2 years, almost 3 years now, and it's taking a toll on me. Working for pandemic unemployment is stressful. It's not physical work. It's more cerebral, meaning you're dealing with a lot of different personalities, the claimants as well as your agents and the other supervisors and human resource. Because I'm a supervisor, I have direct access to HR. It's a lot. It is so much, and it's starting to take a toll on me, my psyche. The last couple of days, I've just been bawling. I'm normally the one to get people out of that funk. But here lately, I guess that's why I've been vlogging. Here lately, I've been just crying, and it's a uncontrollable cry. I have a real close friend of mine that we were trying to move towards making our relationship official. But, he's extremely busy, and when I really needed him to listen, he I don't know if he couldn't or he wouldn't or what have you, but I just needed that shoulder to cry on. I pretty much told him today, I don't, this isn't working. Like, not so much, but I just basically said, um, you go ahead, and I understand that you're busy, and I get it, and I don't want to bother you. I did need you to listen. Everybody needs that shoulder to cry on. And he didn't understand that. That bothered me. You know, just watching, I don't watch television, but just, reading and researching and knowing what's going on right now, it's taking a toll on everybody to the point that our spirit, we're vibrating on a really, really, really low frequency. And again, not to be repetitious, but it's taking a toll on everyone. And I, again, do not like feeling this way. I've cleansed my space. I don't have company like that, so I don't have to always, sage, but I do. I sage at least once a week to cleanse my area, because I deal with different people, and energy is transferable, meaning it can come through your phones, through the computers, the monitors, the wall. Everything is in everything. We're even energy. Like, everything is energy, and it is transferable. I do know. I want to say I know a couple of my agents reached out to me last week saying that they were having problems, and of course I'm sending them positive healing energy, because they know they can come and talk to me. They'll send me a DM and they'll talk to me, and I'm always praying for them. I actually, during my lunch break, I sat and prayed and meditated, and tears started flowing because I felt one particular agent's pain. I literally felt her pain, and tears started falling. And ever since then, I've been in a funk. So maybe that could be the reason. You know, I pray for everybody, so help me on my soul. I'm always praying for people that I don't even know. The sick, the shut in, the hungry, the homeless people. Even I don't even know YouTubers. I know a couple, but people I watch, people I don't watch, I'm always praying for them. I'm praying for the peace in the YouTube streets. I'm praying for my family and their friends. My family meaning my children and I. I have 25, 22, and a 15-year-old. My daughter's 15. My older kids are my boys, and they live together. And my daughter and I live about 50 miles from them. And it's literally just the four of us. But I'm always praying for their friends and asking, the creators and the ancestors to watch over my boys, because they're 6'3" and, nice looking, dark skinned boys, and they're successful. They're working in school and everything. Again, they live together, and I'm always asking everyone above me, again, that's the ancestors, the creators, Mother Universe, to even look after my daughter as well as me, and then their friends and families, and so on and so forth. I'm constantly praying for my co-workers. But here lately, I just haven't had the strength to really do too much. My weekend was a slumber. Like, I'm not going to say it's depression. It's not. It's just that I think, again, I know that I'm an empath because I am empathetic to people's plights. However, once I notice, once I start praying for people, or I reach out to the spiritual realm for assistance, it affects me. Not to make this whole thing about me, but it kind of coincides with my other 4 videos.